Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another episode of the Sisters Studying Deen IOU special. Alhamdulillah, it's International Open University Awareness Month, and we have another sister with us, inshallah, who will share some of her experiences at the IOU. Sister, could you please introduce yourself for the listeners and tell us what drove you to seek knowledge of Islam?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Nafla Salahudeen. I'm an author, a writer, a counselor, and founder of Bloom Publications from Sri Lanka. And I'm a student of the Deen, and I have been really interested in pursuing studies that is also related with the Deen. And I chose International Open University, founded by Dr. Bilal Phillips, where I started doing my BSc in psychology, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, mashallah. So how did you find out about the IOU itself?
Actually, when I was in a stage where I wanted to pursue a degree, I was really clear that I should pursue a degree where there is an Islamic touch to it. So then I have known about IOU from different, platforms earlier. So that came to my mind. So I decided, yes, I have to go for it. And anyway, we all know about Dr. Bilal Phillips from online. So I thought it would be really great to study in a university of that kind. And I chose IOU, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So what kind of practical steps would you recommend for sisters who want to study at the IOU? Because it is an online study, for example. Some people, they might say that, they find it difficult, having to make their own time to do studying. So what kind of practical advice would you give?
I would really say that studying online is very convenient. It can be a married woman and unmarried woman. It can be a student, a working woman. I would say online is very convenient because we can, apart from the live sessions, we can have, we have our own time. We can manage our time to find the best time to study the subjects that we chose for the particular semester. So it's in our hands, and if you're really interested to do it, and I would say that we would find time for it, inshallah.
Absolutely, absolutely, I agree. So do you have any kind of study hacks, as they call them, for people like yourself, young and, sisters who are married, have families? What kind of study hacks would you kind of give, to people as good tips on how they can, do their studies?
Actually, the best study hack I would give for a married woman like me, who's having these young children, is to put the kids to sleep and start studying. That is what I would say.
Mashallah, mashallah, that makes sense, definitely, alhamdulillah. And when was you studying at the IU? Are you still a student there, or you finished your studies?
Yes, I'm still a student there.
Okay, so when did you start?
I actually, to tell rather than telling when I started, because I had to take a break in between. So
Okay.
that break was not there in between. I guess I would have gone far in completing a lot of subjects. So that's my situation.
Okay, well, alhamdulillah, but it's good to know for sisters as well, because obviously there's that flexibility then, because for some people they might say that they don't want to start because they feel that they wouldn't be able to, complete, or give that dedication to, complete within a certain time. So it's interesting that you've mentioned that. So you can have a flexible, if you need a break, basically, you can have a break with the studies?
Yes, definitely, because life is not the same all the time. Suppose I just want to highlight something here. The reason for my break was I was pregnant, and there were some complications in my pregnancy. For me as a mother, I faced those complications, so I had to take a break.
Mm-hmm.
So for valid reasons, I would say that it's okay of taking a break rather than going for a subject where you would not be able to cope with it. So it's no harm of taking a break, and inshallah, once you bounce back to normal, you can bounce back stronger and then pursue it, inshallah.
Inshallah, inshallah, sister. And finally, what advice would you give to Muslim women regarding seeking knowledge?
I would really say for every woman that education is a must. We all need to be educated. I would highly appreciate that we all try to, get the highest qualification as possible. And then to define ourselves as strong is not only that we get married and we deliver babies. No, getting married, deliver babies, and then if you're in the stage of pursuing your studies, go for it. Pursue your studies, finish your degree, and get that qualification so that you will be an inspiration for your kids, for your children, and at the same time, you can become a productive personality even for the society and give back, give the maximum to the society as well, inshallah, and turn out to be a human being, a Muslimah that Allah will feel really happy and proud about.
Alhamdulillah, mashallah, tabarakallah. And do you have any other final words regarding studying at the IU, or any other kind of advice that you would give?
I would say that IOU is a very beautiful platform for anyone who would like to study according to their convenience. And I would highly recommend people to choose IOU, because I have found that whatever we study there is authentic. And whatever we study there is sahih and authentic. And so we can rely on the subject matters, and we can study to gain knowledge. It's not only that we gain just a basic knowledge of the subjects. We gain the knowledge of the subjects plus the knowledge of the deen parallelly. So that's a plus point of IOU, and I would recommend anyone to go in for IOU, inshallah.
Inshallah. Barakallahu feekum, sister. Jazakallah khair for your time. I really, really appreciate it. Alhamdulillah. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Barakallah feek. Jazakallah khair, sister, for this beautiful opportunity.
Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.